Persia, Hossein Vafaei. This has got all the hallmarks of an absolute classic. The best player we've ever seen.
Please adjust your
against
earpieces
the best player of the
slightly. They're a
week
bit
so
loud.
far.
Thank
Ken, I think
you.
this is going to be a cracker.
Yeah, I think so. And what a wonderful atmosphere and reception for both players to this one table setup now. Takes on a complete new complexion, this arena. Good start as well from Hossein. Confident. He's got another big shot on here. Great cueing. But this will take a good cueing as well. This black into a blind pocket. Well played. Good shot. Good start.
8.
Never easy those shots because you're going into other reds and sometimes just take your eye off the pot. But he's going to have to come up with another good pot here. Possibly red up into the yellow pocket. This is the start. More of this, please. He's obviously looking at this plant. The 2 balls just below the pink into this bottom right corner pocket. And you see it. Looks pretty set. Yeah, pretty good. And the good thing about that, you just saw that top red of the bunch remains potable, and that will help him. He looks very composed,
22.
doesn't he, Sean? I mean, he looks very relaxed, very composed, very confident.
Yeah, and let's not forget, despite winning the shootout last year, this has got to be the biggest
20.
day of Hossein Vafaei's snooker career. The chance to get through to the final, playing his idol. He might have won a tournament already, and that would pale into insignificance against the chance of getting through to the final of this great championship. Just played that with a fraction too much check side, right hand side in that case, and the cue ball went a bit too close to his chosen red, the one nearest the black. And he can still pot it from there, but he's going to need the long rest. We know how difficult these shots are.
Yeah, it's just so hard to see the angle of the pot being so far away, and of course using the extended rest and the extension. Doesn't have to do much with the cue ball. No. So first mistake.
Hossein Vafaei.
Has he got cover on the blue? I think he has. He's got a bit lucky there. There's the view from the back of this wonderful Barbican Centre. Packed out this afternoon. Yeah, it was close, I think. Maybe a softer pace and it may have gone in. He played it as he wasn't leaving anything. I say he wasn't leaving anything. You never can tell when Ronnie O'Sullivan is playing, for sure. Even Hossein Vafaei clapped in his chair when that red went in. Came right
Ronnie
across
O'Sullivan
that.
1.
Yeah, never easy off the cushion, particularly so early in such a big match. But that wasn't his best piece of cueing for sure. Hasn't left anything though, so no damage done.
Yeah, yesterday when he came through that match against Zhao Yulong, he was quite critical of himself, but the 2 frames that he won Ronnie O'Sullivan from 5-4 after being 4-1 ahead were quite inspirational, magical, mercurical.
Good shot that from O'Sullivan. Trying to trap Hossein on the angle of attack to these reds. That black's in the way of the normal path of the cue ball. To avoid it, he'll have to hit the reds pretty thin. And that brings in the risk of leaving one over the right-hand corner. Just has to be very careful here.
He's done well there. Purposely played the red through the gap between the pink and the reds. Ronnie playing a more aggressive safety shot, but he's left a possible pot here for Hossein into this bottom right corner pocket. A little bit dangerous because he cue ball maybe running into the black. He's taking it on. Well, very good. It was running into the black, but he got the pot. That was the important part of the equation. Now, is he on the green? The yellow passes the green. He could take the yellow as well.
Yellow ball.
Needs to avoid the blue. That little kiss just slightly gone awry, but he's still
3.
okay. He can still pot this red.
Hossein Vafaei 3.
Well, it wasn't easy, was it? It was difficult off the cushion. So first real chance for Ronnie O'Sullivan.
One. 7. 8.
And this
15.
is where the great Ronnie O'Sullivan comes to life. Once he gets in around his black and how he can make situations that don't look
16.
possible to win or clear up. He develops reds with the greatest of ease.
23. 24.
Got a nice angle. He can drop for the 2 reds just to the right of the pink.
31. 32.
Sounded like a heavy contact, that. And because of that, the cue ball hasn't travelled far enough. He very rarely gets the cue ball clean, Ronnie O'Sullivan. No problem, left-handed. And he's got a nice angle here.
39. Can you please again turn down your earpieces because we can hear commentary? Thank you.
Yeah, some of the earpiece are up a little bit loud. Ronnie can hear the commentary. But he's got a nice angle here on this red. He can knock the other red out into play.
40.
Beautiful.
Good shot from O'Sullivan there, purposely playing past the blue.
46.
This is the most important shot of the break so far. Needs a good angle on the black to split those last 2 reds. Needs to be high on the
47.
black. Well, he's some distance short there from his intended position. Can he force this off the cushion with left-hand side and split the reds? Well, he couldn't. So 22 points ahead and an opportunity to get the first good
54.
safety shot in.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 54.
Yeah, decent break. But he'll be disappointed. He didn't get a better angle on that black and win the frame from that position. Couldn't really do much. Play a containing safety shot now. Kind of saying, get that cue ball back into the bulk area. And get a good cover on these reds here. Well, this looks pretty good. He's only using blue and pink, and if it holds up, it might be okay. Good shot, very clever. Very clever shot. Maybe a good opportunity here to get the cue ball up behind the yellow and maybe get cover once again. I think he can just about avoid the middle pocket. Oh, maybe he couldn't. He tried.
Needs to be very careful with this safety that the red he's playing doesn't knock the other red over the pocket. See, when you've got no colours safe, it may as well be a level game. The 22-point lead could evaporate in a heartbeat, so Ronnie needs to be careful here to keep Hossein away from a pot on the next red.
Settle for that. I don't think he played it behind the yellow. I think he was trying to play down behind the brown, but it's a decent shot and he's got his opponent in big trouble here.
Not sure what Hossein's looking at here. The obvious shot is between yellow and brown, off two cushions and just rest into the back of the red by the black. That's the traditional shot from this position. He's looking at something a bit more extravagant.
Foul, and a miss. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 5.
Ronnie just checking the scores. 27 ahead and decided to have that back. Little bit surprised by that. It was a chance to pot that red and win this first frame, but I suppose he figures he's got his opponent snookered on both reds. Why push the boat out?
Yeah, and I think, you know, Ronnie would probably say, well, if he's going to play the same shot again, he's going to find it difficult to get that red safe if he plays the same escape.
A touch more towards me and a bit towards you. Yeah, perfect. Okay. Yeah.
So that's where they were.
Okay, Ronnie, thank you.
Perfect. It's not easy to get this safe here, this red. He's missed it on the other side this time. Too much side.
Ronnie
So that will go back again. I was with you, Sean. I mean, the obvious shot was off two cushions, maybe even play it hard and knock the red right at the black up, back up the table, or even rest on it. That was the shot for me. But
Foul, and a miss. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 5.
Doesn't look like Ronnie's having it put back. Just this red for the first frame. It was close. Now where's that red going to finish? I think he's stuck it over the pocket. Now he wishes he'd had it replaced.
One.
well, he couldn't call for pink or black, which he would have loved to have done there, because it would have been straightforward getting onto the red. This is not straightforward from the green. Yeah, he couldn't get on the red, so he just took the points and going to play
4.
hopefully a telling safety shot.
Hossein Vafaei, 4.
Chance here for Hossein to clip off the right-hand side of this red, target in behind yellow and blue. Well, he chose a different shot, and has he got the cover?
Thank you.
Ronnie must be able to get through to this red. That's a great shot. Not sure about that shot from Hossein, the previous visit to the table.
Yeah, wonderful positional shot from Ronnie O'Sullivan. We talk about fractions in this game, and that was just fractions
10.
for Hossein Vafaei. Just left enough of that red for Ronnie O'Sullivan to knock in.
13.
Another fraction to the left, and he would have had Ronnie in a snooker, but Ronnie is going to take
17.
this opening dramatic, intense first frame.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 17. And the
Well,
frame.
no fireworks from either player to get the match started. Very understandable. It's such a big occasion for both players, but it's Ronnie O'Sullivan who strikes first and takes the first frame to lead Hossein Vafaei 1-0.
Thank you. Take your seats quickly, please. Take your seats. The second frame. Hossein Vafaei to break. As soon as you can, please. Where are you trying to get to?
Just a few people shuffling into the seats. He's got to be the last seat, isn't he? Yes, he comes in on one end and he got to be the last seat on the other. There you go. Well done. The biggest cheer so far today. Now, can Ronnie knock this long red in? Well played. Well played. Keeping concentration after all that. Beautifully cued.
Eight. Nine. 16. 17.
Now, can Ronnie get on the red? Closest to the black in a way, he can pot it and split the reds, or will he play into the bunch now? Yeah, and he's played that well, just leaving the cue ball underneath the red. So in potting this, he can graze
24.
into the pack. Maybe nudge a few more out.
25.
Just nudged one out. There are 5 loose reds now, but they're all in each other's way, really, apart from the 2 on the right-hand side. Trying to get through the gap with left-hand side. Great shot.
32.
That was lovely, wasn't it? He had to find the cue ball right through the gap of the 2 reds. You always get a bit excited when Ronnie O'Sullivan starts out with 4 reds, 4 blacks. Will he stay on the black, or will he hold for the pink? Doesn't look like a wonderful angle that he's got on the black this time. Has to force it round off. 2 cushions now. How's your look? Oh, that looks pretty good indeed. Very,
40.
very good.
$41.
Well, I've seen enough to know that O'Sullivan's thinking about the 147 here. 6 reds, 6 blacks.
48.
And be very aware of the prize that WST have put on offer for any players making 2 147s in any of the Triple Crown events. It's £147,000, but you do have to make 2, and they have to be in one of the Triple Crown events. And there's 3 editions of that prize, so a possible £441,000. How's the split? I think that red has just spoilt things to the right middle.
56.
Can he pot this red and find a way to the black? No, he couldn't.
57.
Unlucky with the split, has to be said. They split really, really well, and that red just ruined things.
Yeah, he just didn't get on
62.
the red that he could have got back on the black. So making sure of the frame, which is a good sign. Well, he'd be disappointed he didn't
63.
have a chance really to get back on the black, but his first priority obviously to win the frame.
$70. 71.
Just such a good break, isn't it? He's in free flow now.
Yeah, and it's happened so quickly.
77.
No one's realised the frame's over.
78.
Great start from the Rocket. Started this match off in the same vein as he finished his quarter-final off yesterday. And he said himself pre-match that he couldn't afford to go missing like he did yesterday. I thought Hossein would have the beating of him if he did that.
84.
Well, he looks sharp, doesn't he? He looks like he wants that record-extending 8th title.
$91. 92.
He's made 1,227 career centuries.
99.
Make that 1,228 career centuries for Ronnie O'Sullivan. Quite incredible. The greatest break builder our game has ever witnessed.
107.
Needs to slow up the cue ball. Needs to slow up.
113.
Possible 140 break. Oh, is it reached? Blow it in, blow it in, blow it in. It hasn't reached, but what a magnificent break of 113 from the 7-time UK champion, Ronnie O'Sullivan. He leads 2-0.
Thank you. Take your seats quickly now. Thank you. The third frame. Ronnie O'Sullivan to break.
Almost carbon copy of Ronnie's first break in frame 1. Leaves Hossein a similar long red to the one they've both potted at the start of both frames so far. Problem for Hossein now is that he's fully aware of the form that Ronnie's in, so the fear factor of what happens if I miss this red now looming a bit larger in his rearview mirror.
1.
Oh, but that is an incredibly brave shot. Great shot. Not wanting to take a backward step here.
1.
Could have easily played safe there, but no thought of it.
Eight. 9.
I think if Hossein is going to have any impact on this match, he's got to
16.
lay down some sort of marker to his opponent. Now is a good time, particularly after that wonderful century from Ronnie. He's got to score from positions like this
17.
and just say, if you give me the chance, I'm going to do the same. He has to send out that signal. And now is a good time to do it.
1 moment, Hossein, please.
Yeah, pink spot not available, and neither are any others. So the pink respotted in behind the cluster in a direct line with the other spots up the middle of the table, but not touching that
23.
red.
24. $31.
Wouldn't be a bad idea if he's got an angle to play for blue here. Go into the pack from the blue. Make sure he's got a good
32.
angle though. It's too straight. So he may have to play for this loose red. But once again, could play for black, but I think blue may be his choice.
37.
And this time it's imperative that he gets a better angle. Playing it left-handed. Good shot.
38.
Now how's the angle? It's not too bad. It's a little bit better. Could have been a little bit further down the table, but he has the power. Able to go into the pack. He's got to hit that red full ball. How's your luck? Needs a bit of luck. Oh, he hasn't got it.
43.
Yeah, he wasn't quite far enough up the table. Had to hit this with a lot of backspin, and that spin just took the cue ball away from the apex red. Skimmed off it rather than ploughing into it. It's got options here. One to left middle, one to right middle, but neither of them very appetising. You feel like if you go for this one and miss it, you're leaving the game. So, biggest shot of the match so far for Hossein coming up. Well played. Fully committed. Top marks for commitment, bravery.
That was a wonderful shot, wasn't it? It really was. As you said, Sean, I mean, if he doesn't commit to that, he probably misses it. The way he played it, he knew he was leaving Ronnie in. Such a brave shot, particularly from 2-0 down.
50. $51.
Just gone fractionally too far up the table here. He's going to really have to bite into this cue ball to hold. Yeah, he was able to do it.
56.
Doesn't really want to play this red by the pink and mess around with cannons. This could go wrong.
57.
Well, it's a little bit more difficult than it ought to be. That red next to the black's just in his eye line, slightly hampering his bridge. But no problem. 63 ahead now.
Yeah. Okay.
75 remaining. Just asking referee Tatiana Wollaston to respot that pink. Does that mean he can't get through? It's very tight, isn't it? Doesn't think he can pot it, so it's red with the rest. And he needs a colour. Where does that come from? Well, it's a good pot, but he's knocked the pink to the cushion.
64.
Just at the wrong time, it started to unravel here. He's right at the line in this third frame. It's a big blue. Well played. Well played, Hossein Vafaei. No hesitation on this either. Didn't even consider playing
69.
safe. Excellent response from what we've seen so far.
Yeah, and shown great character in the process. As I said, he needs to win frames from one visit to put any sort of pressure under his opponent and send that signal out and for his own confidence as well. And he's shown that throughout this whole break. It's been great response.
76.
We were expecting a cracker of a match. These two players are certainly delivering that already. Another century
83.
beckons here.
84. $91.
Hossein Vafaei's made 112 career
92.
centuries. He made 24 last season. He's already made 25 this season. I think most of those have been this week. He's been in flying form. And what a way to win the first frame
99.
of the biggest match of your life.
100. $107. 109.
All the shots are coming out now.
112. Hossein Vafaei,
He won't be too bothered about that
112.
brown. He needed a response, and what a response. A great break of 112 gives Hossein Vafaei his first frame on the board. He trails Ronnie O'Sullivan 2 frames to 1.
Please clear the stairs, take your seat as soon as possible. The fourth frame, Hossein Vafaei to break.
So Hossein Vafaei breaks off in this fourth frame. Last frame before the mid-session interval. Little grimace from Ronnie O'Sullivan as he comes around to have a look. Is he on this red into the right corner? Has he left it? Has he got cover with the green? I don't think so. I think the red is on. Lots of oohs and ahs already in the crowd. Can't beat it. Great atmosphere in here today. Blue was going close.
Fabulous. Look at the arena there. And it goes from 2 tables to 1. It's one of the best arenas in the world that we play in. And the red's no, just came away from the cushion. That was a chance with the blue waiting over the pocket. He'd have fancied getting that one. He played it as a shot to nothing. That red was the only one he could have left. Or has he left the one at the top of the pack? Can Ronnie get through to it? It's a mistake if he can. Well, he could. That was a mistake from Hossein Vafaei. Can Ronnie get through to the blue? Don't think so. Now I'm just wondering, is there room for Ronnie to punch this yellow in? Will he go cushion first in off the blue to create more angle? Not sure which one he tried. He's missed it anyway. Now has he got away with it?
O'Sullivan, 1.
Where's the cue ball? Not sure if Hossein can get through to that red by the black. They're both coming round to have a look at it. Bit of a wry smile on both their faces.
Yeah, if you were to tempt it, he had to play with a lot of right hand side, but he just doesn't have enough of that red next to the black, so just a safety. That's the great thing about snooker, isn't it? We've just had 2 marvellous breaks from both players. 113 second frame from Ronnie, 112 from Hossein, and then we've had
Earpieces, please, once again, turn them down.
a couple of misses from
Thank
them
you.
straight away in the next frame. Just got to be a little bit careful with this safety shot here. If he's getting the cue ball back to bulk. Doesn't want to knock this red over this corner pocket. He has done. Now can Ronnie pot this and find the path back to that blue? Well, maybe decided he couldn't, so refused the pot.
Ronnie will play the red that's 3 to the right of the black here. Hit that red onto the red and black and free the black. Create a bit of threat. Yeah, get the black in play. That black's come off the 2 cushions and back into the cluster, but it's better there than covered by reds on its spot. It's very close to covering Hossein on all reds here. That's very tight to the edge of that red. Needs to catch this very thin, otherwise the corner pocket's in play.
Well,
not that thin.
Ronnie O'Sullivan 4.
You could hear Ronnie groan in disappointment there as he hit that red all wrong. He had to get somewhere near the pot to find the gap to thread the cue ball home and missed the red by so far. He's left the cue ball down at this end. So we saw what form Hossein was in the previous frame with that great break of 112. This is a bit more of a difficult chance, but a chance nonetheless.
Yeah, there's one loose red at the back of the bunch, just on its own, and he's on that nicely.
6.
It's not going to be straightforward, this break.
7.
Gets an angle on this blue. Could try and develop a few reds, but it's very, very straight.
I'm just wondering, you can see from that great camera angle, he can pop the blue with top spin, send the cue ball onto the side cushion and into that cluster of reds between black and yellow. They'd be quite attackable from that angle. The yellow in the way for the direct cannon. He was looking to see if one of the 2 reds to the right of the black was possible as well, but he might decide to smash into them. Yeah, here he comes. How's his luck? What's he on? He's been very unfortunate there.
12.
Gave that everything.
Touch and ball.
Yeah, here's it again, and lots of top spin. A little bit of left-hand side. Very unfortunate he's not on a red there. But it is a touching ball, so you can play off 2 cushions and try and nestle right up behind the green here. This is all about pace, touch.
Touching, yes.
I'm just going to try and come off side cushion, ball cushion, and try and nestle right up behind that green.
Hossein Vafaei 12.
Not hard enough.
Well, that red was always cannoning into the next 2 and was always going to send that red over the pocket. Another chance for Hossein. That might be the biggest mistake of the match so far from Hossein Vafaei. Threw all his eggs into one basket there. Had to get it.
One.
Well, this will be interesting. The black spot looks like it's covered. Pink spot's covered. Highest available for the black will be the green spot. Straightforward here for Ronnie.
Yeah, of course. Eight.
Yeah, it's a strange configuration now with the black up there on the green spot. I'm not sure if it passes the green into the green pocket. Yellow's going to be next. That in turn
9.
clears the pink spot. So if he does get the black within a few shots, it'll go back down to the pink spot. Well, it's very tight, isn't it? Oh, but that's a surprise
Ronnie
miss
Sullivan.
on the
9.
yellow. Didn't see that coming.
One.
Yeah, this happened against Zhou Yulong in his previous match. He started off 3-0 up, 4-1 up, and then all of a sudden just started to miss a few relatively easy shots for Ronnie, so you don't normally see. Just a couple now, it's just crept in, just out of the blue.
7. Eight. Twelve. 13.
This frame for Hossein Vafaei is probably just as important as the previous one. If he can capitalise from the error of his opponent and really give him a wonderful lift going into the mid-session interval. He has to show strength here. He did in the last frame.
19.
Yeah, the problem he's going to run into
20.
here, though, the next 3 reds and pinks are fairly straightforward, the ones in the open. But if he does that, by the time he gets there, he'll need at least one of the reds on the cushion with another pink. That'll be a bit harder to pot along the cushion and get out for that pink, so
26.
not a done deal just yet. Well, especially now having gone
27.
through there, but that's worked out really well. Not sure that's how he played it, but he'll take it. And I think on that previous red, he just grazed
33.
ever so slightly that red nearest the corner into a slightly easier position, and that changes the whole complexion of this frame.
34.
Oh, This is pretty tight, being
40.
on this red. And just about. Good shot. So, pink put him 45 in the lead. One more red will be enough. So, whoa, too much side. Too much side, end of break. Oh, what a mistake.
47.
What a mistake.
Touch and ball.
That is adrenaline right there. He's had a result really, touching ball, which means he can just play the cue ball up in that big target. Green, yellow, black.
Yeah, I mean, if he can see the brown, he has to play safe off it, but he can't. Maybe try and mess the table up a bit here.
Hossein Vafaei, 47.
Well, no, he's played in behind the colours. I thought he might have hit that a bit harder and just tried to, by luck more than anything, put the colour on a cushion. This frame's still well alive. 45 behind Ronnie O'Sullivan. Plenty of points to play with.
Will he take this red on? He's got a straightforward safety shot. Well, it's worth taking on. He certainly will take it on, and what a pot right in the middle of the pocket for Hossein Vafaei. Excellent cueing once again. Pink puts him 52 in the lead, only 43 remaining, so be interesting to see if Ronnie will come back to the table. The balls are in good positions for snookers, so he may come back, but he may not bother.
757.
No.
And the frame.
He's going to concede, Ronnie O'Sullivan. So, yes, the concession comes from the former champion. And Hossein from 2-0 down. He's back all square again. What a performance. 2-2.